Hi there, welcome back. Today we're going to play a little Guild Wars. And recently Guild Wars released the first expansion, hopefully of many to come. And the first expansion added a new class as well. And the class is what you can see here. That's the Revenant. The Revenant is a different type of character than we're used to. And besides the Revenant, they added a specialization or mastery ranks to all classes, meaning your classes can be improved in some way or another. So we got this spare slot. Let's delete this character with a random name, lol. Julia. There we go. Delete her. So we just want to take a quick peek at the Revenant, and you can see it's right here. You can see this is the original headgear. I don't have it unlocked yet. I got the rest of the armor unlocked, so that's good. Revenant manipulate energy from the mist to invoke the power of legends of the past, unleashing immense attacks that dominate foes and unleash chaos on the battlefield. Revenants wear heavy armor. Right? Yeah, sounds amazing. It's not. Let's jump... Well, before we jump in with the Revenant, let's jump in with the Necromancer. One of my all-time favorites, or even better, let's jump in with my Adventure or Ranger. I just refer to him as Adventure because I'm a old Anarchy Online player, and we have had a class called Adventure, and this is very much the same class, just in a different game, except in this game he can't transform himself into animals, which he could in the other game. Let's get a bit of loading done right here, because yeah, I got some loading issues when I have no idea. Complete silence. So, loading. Oh yeah, that's a new thing. It's introduced with the new expansion. Long loading times, initial. And you could then maybe argue it's because I'm writing to the same drive, I'm recording video to the same drive as I'm loading from it. I'm not. Well, another thing we got this one was one of the new pets. This one, the tiger. You can see him right there. He's a beauty. Oh yeah, purdy cat. Yes, meow. We also got a dragon, or a wyvern if you want, a small one. This is a kitty wyvern. He's also cute. Yeah. Oh, so cute. Yeah. And this is the fire wyvern. There's also a electro wyvern, which I don't have yet because it's locked behind a gateway. Well, a level gate. And there's a smoke scale as well. So let's see. There we go. Bristleback, fire wyvern, juvenile tiger, and smoke scale. That's the new pets. Yeah, I haven't bothered with the rest of them. So you remember this class as a ranger, but now he got this thing up here, and he can transform his skills. And we got some new damage skill. We got a new healing skill. We got a damage / healing skill. We got a area AoE buff healing thing, and we got a AoE damage buff thing. And then he jumps back. That's because he's now a druid. If we check out his classes, his specializations, you can see we have 2 ordinaries, and we have the third one, which I'm in the progress of unlocking. I haven't unlocked the entire thing yet, but this last class unlocks the druid for my class. The druid gets his own specialization, as you can see here, and I'm in the progress of unlocking that. this time these requires a bit more than we are used to. You can see the next step is 10, 20, 35. It's not so bad actually. The Revenant, for example, each of these 3 takes 20 points, so you're going to need to be out there collecting a lot of hero points. Luckily, with the new maps, you can get 10 at a time, because that's actually required. You need a lot of hero points. Some of my older classes, my warrior, had most available to them to unlock at once, so, because I've been stocking up on hero points. Anyway, with the new class specializations, let's try that again while we're looking at the class specializations, and they're called elite specializations. You also get a new weapon available to your class. You can see I'm using a staff. This staff is just the one I got when I unlocked my mastery. You get a starter weapon, and it's a druid staff. It's actually quite good, so that's why I'm using it. So right now I'm using a staff along with a sword. So yeah, and if you don't know the sword, this is the ordinary great sword Kobold. Nothing special. You can just buy them on the auction house, right? I just think it looks good. And it goes well with my odd looking character, and the reason he looks so strange is because I'm trying to invoke different things on this guy from different seasons. So you got the back piece from Living World Season 1, the Karka. You can see that, and the shoulder and gloves are from Season 2, where they had this huge flower in Criton. Oh, no, I can't remember the name of the map suddenly. Kessex Hills, it was right here. It was growing out of the ground, right? And well, I guess we could say we are doing Season 3 now with the staff, and everything takes place over to the left. Let's zoom out. You know the world as it is. And then these maps were released just before the expansion landed, and with the expansion we got this map, this map, this map, and this map. So we got these 4 new areas. You think, oh, that's not much. You pay the entire price of the game that had all this content, and you just get this part over here. Well, I'm sure they're going to add more content along the way. Whether or not it's going to be locked, I'm not sure. But yeah, it was kind of expensive for maps and class specializations, because that's really what we got. Well, we got a new dragon. You can see down here. We actually got a friend down here right now. He's working his way down in this area, and this area is kind of a sad area. It's meant to be. You can't use the teleports here most of the time, because 90% of the time it's locked, and you need to arrange people to unlock this entire area as one huge meta event. So essentially this map is unavailable most of the time. Of course you can run and explore, but a lot of the areas are unavailable. You can't get to them. So the things you want you can get, like the tiger. The tiger is actually, if you're wondering, I know a lot of people are, because they sent me tells. You can see this is called the Northern Advanced Camp. And if you run down this way, let's draw on the map. I just need to get oriented. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah. Why am I so confused about this right now? Well, when the event is over or running, you can get to this waypoint. You can do it anyway, but And you run down here and up here, and you have to go through this area. Usually this is overgrown, you can't get through, and the tigers are right here. So, down. Something like that. Right there. That's where the tiger is. So, but the problem is, as long as the event is running, there's a boss in here. That's where you get some hero points. You can't get through here. And after the event is over, you can only access the entire area for 15 minutes. Then the map is going to reset. It's resetting itself every 2 hours. So that's, well, luckily for me, as you can see, I completed it. I've had a great team. We killed the boss and we got everything. And the chest area is down here. But a lot of people are not that lucky, and you'll see a ton of people standing idling right here, and they're just looking for groups to actually do this map. Then up here we have the Tangled Depths. As the name indicates, it's tangled. Yeah, you can see the map is sort of many layers, and it's not even all of it, because it's more like, imagine this as a tree storage map, and this is the top layer. Then you have the middle layer, and then you have the lower layer. I can't zoom in unless I'm there. There's a lower layer below it, and there's very few waypoints only, and there's no or 0 waypoints in the lower layer. There's this one, and you can see this also has a huge meta event, which most people fail. You can see there's a Ogre lane, a Nuhok lane, a Rotta lane, Scar lane, often bugged. When the meta event is running, you need a lot of people here. I don't know how many, but you need a lot. But the event will scale up, but it won't scale down for some reason. So, each lane of people has to protect a cannon or something, except this lane over here. They have to run up here and fight a boss and fight him down to 50% and lure him out, and people will join and kill the boss, and everything is good. That's the main meta event on this map. Terrible map. But I actually come to like it a lot. I played it a lot because you get a lot of experience points and hero points playing the maps, and you get a lot of loot. And now, this map, possibly also one of the more silly maps ever made, because it's just one huge square. It's very confusing first time here, but once you know it, it's really simple. It's just a square. I'm missing a corner right here. But you got some waypoints around the map. And the primary waypoints are this one, and this one. And this one, of course. And the meta event is activating some pylons down here. There's some pylons marked all over the map. There's one here, I know. And the events usually start here, and you follow a NPC out and do some stuff. Activate, then over here, do some stuff and activate. Then down here, and you have to fight some, right there, some feeders feeding some plant thing, then there, and finally a boss there. And then the southern event is activated, and you have to do something similar over here in the east. And once that's ready, there's a contest for people to get armor. That's some sort of weird buff where you have to equip an armor. There's only 3 people on each side. We have to invade this. The main goal is invading this city, or temple if you want. And we do that from each side. The southern side, the eastern side, northern and western side. Because inside, right here, this is overgrown with plants, or some plant bosses. And the mobs are all over the area right here. And you can see it's divided into 4. Of course, when you're right here, you can pass through the wall by going up, in, there's sort of a inside castle wall, so you can pass through and get in here, and the same over here. So you can walk around, no problem. The people on the east, and you have to coordinate it, because these guys has to be destroyed within 60 seconds. So when the first go down, you have 60 seconds to destroy the rest of them. So what usually happens is people on east have the most easy task, because they need gliding and gliding up drift. Then they can grab some bombs and they just fly in and bomb this area. And then they shoot it, meaning east health will go down really fast, usually within the first 5 minutes or faster. Then most of the east people, when this is down to around 5% health, you stop. Don't kill it, you just stop. Then they proceed either north or south, they sometimes split up. And some head east as well. The east side, there's a small swamp area right here. When you run into that, you get transformed into a mushroom. You then run around all the mobs and into the center here and deploy your mushroom poison, and you get transformed normal, and you just run around, and that's all you gotta do. This is while your armor tries to keep some detonators and things preventing you from doing that, and they will try to defend you. Then the hard part. North and south, they're identical. They have to do the same thing. At the entrance there spawns a bomb. The bomb has to be pushed all the way up here, and then it will detonate on the plant. And you have to do that several times. While this is going on, NPCs will spawn bomb detonators, so they will try to blow up the bomb before it gets there, or they will try to push the bomb away. So the best thing is if you have armors that knows how to do this. They will take the bomb and just push it up, then they will push the bomb detonators away, and you're done. What happens in most cases is the people that runs fast in the contest and get the armor has no idea what the fuck they're doing. Meaning we often end up losing because people here has no clue. But sure, they are great at jumping puzzles, but they don't have a fucking clue how to play the game. And that's a real problem. You have to complete a very small race right here before the event starts, and the first 5 or 3, I can't remember, gets the armor. And only the armor is strong enough to push away the bomb detonators and push the bomb forward really fast. They can also revive people really fast. But you don't really need revival because the spawn points is that close. You just click out and you run back in. The event is quite long, so no problem. You can see we have spawn points all around. And if this spawn point is not available, you just use this and run in, and then you can run inside the wall to get back to your spot. If the event is successful and we get all 4 sides destroyed at the same time, then the inner city opens. It always opens even if you lose. There's a vendor where you can buy stuff, and there's a hole right there. So most people run over to the vendor and you buy something called exalted keys. Those keys open special chests that are in that hole. There's also a hero point. You can see earn 10 hero points down below. So the first thing you should do is run the entire labyrinth. It's like this. Back here, get the hero point, then you run backwards and open chests. And finally we have the starter map. That's the first map available with the expansion. I'm not going too much into that, but it's... What's going on? Oh, I'm missing a piece up here. It's not important, so ignore that. This map is also layered. There's a sky part that we can't see right now, but you start out over here and you get there from Silver Wastes. You can see this is the yellow area, and there's a hole into the wall right here somewhere, and you can get through. So this area is divided into let's call this part south. So the mission starts around here, and you can run down here, and you have to defend, build up defenses, run over here, follow some NPCs. They are going this way, up this way, and you have to fight along the way. Mobs will spawn. You get up here, stand here, and you shoot. This particular place takes a long time. And you'll eventually get through and get this point. The NPCs then continue up here, and you have to split your team in two. This is the hard part. People don't understand that. So either you go with one NPC that goes this way and round here, and stays over here and fire mortars over to a boss that will spawn here, and the other team has to go around this way and actually fight the boss. So the mortars will take down the boss's shield, and these guys will be able to hit the boss. Good event. Fails a lot. Up here, you run up this way, and usually there's something going on here. There's almost always some event going on. There's a lot of events in this area. But it's up in the trees, so it might be a good idea if you have a glider. But there's a quest line as well, and one particular where you are going to help out these frog characters. And you're simply just going to first you're going to free a frog that's being held capture, and then you're going to follow him around doing different stuff. But that's quite easy. You just follow instructions, and the instruction is really just follow him, protect him. There's only one part right here where you have to get on top of the hill and get some wyvern eggs to him. That could be a problem sometime. Then finally he walks around, all the way around up here. He stands right here, and you place the wyvern's eggs in this area, and the boss will spawn and you kill that. We have the center camp. Same idea, except you're going to help warriors get back to the camp. And they are all over the area, and you just follow the instructions. Then there is a vote at some point where you have to persuade the NPCs to join a specific NPC in battle, and you get three choices: the Master of Arms, the Doctor, and the Chief Engineer. And it doesn't really matter, because all you need to worry about is you have to get all three eventually. So at one at a time, and that's fine. And then a new quest line starts, and it's really straightforward. You just follow the marked events, and it's usually something like battle some insects in this area and fight off some guys that's trying to take some soldiers capture. Up here we have something similar, where you have to defend the area. Usually the event is you can't spawn right here, so it's capture. You need to recapture the base, defend it, and some baddies will come and try to kill you. Down here it's the noble ledges. They crashed with the plane, and they are all over the area, and you have to help them because they are stupid. So what most people ask is, how do I get around the map? Well, let's see. Silver Wastes, you get into like that. The crossover down there is so you do something like this, and you get down there. Down here you just run around the edge. It doesn't matter. You can also go that way, and you end up in this map. And the final map, Dragon Stand, that's where most people are not even able to find how to get there. You can see this Ogre Lane. This map is really complicated, because you get in here, and this is your first marker, waypoint. And then you see something like you can go up into a tunnel network. And you can, I think I hit the tunnel network right here. That's this layer. And you can see there's a lot of different roads, and really many different layers. But they should help you get around fast. And well, for me, first time I hit the ogre camp, I was like, oh, this is so far away, and I was happy getting this waypoint. Next time I was around here, I just ran into the tunnel, and I ran right up into the ogre camp, and I was like, what? So it's a really strange, funny, and annoying map at the same time. It's a good map. It's actually challenging. But eventually you'll get into these lanes, and they are at the way bottom. You just go down and down and down, and you get into this clay-looking area, and that means you are in one of these lanes, and you just click your map. There's a waypoint at the center of them, so you can get that if you want. But the easiest way is when you get in, continue up here, and in this area right here, you can keep falling down, 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 and you end up over here somewhere. And then you can follow underground over here, get this waypoint, and out the ochre lane. And even though it seems like the end, you just have to continue, and to get this waypoint, you have to do something like this, and you end up here. That leads to, well, you go out here, but you end up there. So it goes like this. That's it. There you go. New expansion. Ta-da! Let's go and see. Let's go and see. I can see he's still around this area. Let's see if the event is going on. Yep. It's just overflowed, as usual. And nothing new there. 90% of the time you'll just hit the overflow, so no thanks. Let's see the ley line. So you can see the lower layer of the Tangled Depths map. Yeah, it has a longer loading time. I'm not sure why. There we go. And as you can see, it's sort of a really deep underground map. I think it should have something to do with Ras or something. You can see I haven't even been here with this guy. There's nothing for me there, so yeah. You should imagine yourself running under the map when in this map. Then we have one of the maps I spend most time in when I'm just grinding experience and resources. Oh yeah, that's another thing. People are always saying, I don't get the currency, because they added new currency for each map. So you have a currency that only works in this map, and you have a currency that only works in one other map. So if we hit I, you can see I have 280 lumps of Aurelium right here. And there's different currencies for different maps. Airship parts is for the first map, Aurelium is for this map, Leyline Crystal is for the next map. And can't remember the name for the last down here. But it's also, that's just bullshit down here. The last map. In order to get the considering you saw we were in overflow, there's no events going on. There's nothing. You just there's nothing to do. You can't earn the currency unless you end up in that single map where people are doing the events. So that's just bullshit. Anyway, you earn your currency by completing events, and as you can see, we are about to hit tier 3. We are on tier 3 right now, and we're working our way up to tier 4. This tier depends on how good event or reward you'll get. And you can see my participation is 0%, meaning I haven't done anything to help on the map right now, and this is actually very cool. Of course, the more you do on the map, the more you will be rewarded, and each map has its own unique thing. You can see we have a trader right here, and he's selling these keys. Let's head into the center of the map. That's the part we're trying to unlock using the meta event. And then you get access to this mastery vendor. Please show me where you were. And you can see here has different recipes, collectibles I haven't unlocked. He had a piece of armor I unlocked. in order to get my Revenant armor. In order to unlock them, you need to level up your masteries. So we have this. When I click my experience line down here, you can see we have this masteries tab. And this is mastery points earned in Tyria. And they had something called Pack Commander, which gives you speed bonus, XP bonus. And you can see that's 5% swiftness, that's 10% higher bonus crafting experience, that's more speed bonus, and some traders. Next thing is learn to revive your allies faster with less penalties. You can see that's awesome. That's something I can use, but that's this tier right here, and you can see you need a lot of these points. 5 master points. Luckily I have 15 available, right? And these are cross character. That's for your account. And the last thing, that's the one I really want from Tyria, and that's auto loot. Learn how to automatically pick up loot from fallen foes and gain greater swiftness bonus for your party in cities. Well, I don't care about the bonus speed, but I want the auto loot. Another thing is legendary crafting. In order to craft legendaries, that changed everything, so you need to level these skills up as well. And you can see you're going to need a lot of mastery points for that. There's fractal bonuses. Started to unlock it, but then I realized I don't really play fractals that much, so I couldn't really care less. Only reasons I actually play fractals is if I'm trying to collect something special that I really need to do them. I hate them, so yeah. Maguma's masteries. While gliding, the primary one is very important to at least have number 2. Well, I'm working on number 3 yet now, but I've also learned number 2 in this one. That's the language allowing me to. You can see this guy. I'm unable to buy these because it says you must unlock the mastery ability Exalted Acceptance. Meaning, oops. That's this one there. You can see Exalted Acceptance. That's tier 3. I haven't unlocked that yet, and I'm not going to because I don't really see the point at the moment. I got more than enough to spend my points on. I need this one. So I need a lot of mastery points, as you can see. So this is what I'm going for now. And but I needed 2 in each and 3 in the last one to complete my Revenant armor. That's why I have them. So Revenant, you say, let's just switch to her. She also has a mastery class. My Ranger was turned into a Druid, and my Revenant, I can't remember what the Revenant is turned into. Yes, very nice picture of Bloodtide Coast. Yeah, it looks nothing like the picture. Okay. Oh yeah, a Herald, meaning she can use a shield. And this is the shield that comes with the class when you unlock it. It's pretty cool, it looks great. Hello. Primary weapon. Great hammer. Do some damage. Avoid some damage. Do some CC. And then we have this skill that's just useless. Well, it's going to block projectiles, so it's great in one map. It's great in what's it called? It's not Tangled Root. It's Maguma Falls. That's it. There we go. Or Auric Basin. Yeah, let's just get that bonus. That's fine, because you have a lot of shooting enemies. So let's just stay back. I'm sure the event just ended right here, and that's why I've been doing dragon things with her. Anyway, the Revenant turns into a Herald when you equip your elite specialization, and it's not yet unlocked, but you can see. Let's go into this, and you can see it's really expensive. 20 30, 40, 50, 60, 80. Oh, that's 120 again. 9. It costs a lot more to upgrade your Revenant than the other classes for some reason. Well, of course you get this legendary Dragon Stance. So let's switch. There we go. Looks great. Except I don't have any skills to put in. So, you often see Revenants run around and they have this circle on the ground. Let's see if we can get a bit darker area. Let's get rid of the backpack. There we go. And you can see there are these tabs around the area. When you see another Revenant, these tabs actually means what kind of bonus they have activated right now, because similar to a Paladin from other games, when I'm near this guy, I'm going to buff him, and you can see he's getting that buff right there from this one. That one is called One with Nature, and I'm buffing his, not what you're seeing, there's no tooltip for it when you have clicked it, but you're buffing outgoing boon duration, meaning dot damage or dot healing, hot or dots. Then we have this one, you can see when I click that, we should enable this heart. You can see then it turns on, and we regen on nearby friendlies, sorry, not enemies. Next one, you can see this turned on, and we buff strength, right? Pulse might to nearby allies every few seconds. Okay, and when you turn them off, you get a buff as well, a global buff or a damage in this case. There we go, that's a self-heal, and this one should be a speed buff thing, yeah. That's how that works. So when you see other Revenants running around, you can see what kind of buffs they're running with right now. So that's basically what's new. And of course the Revenant has new skills and weapon sets. Each class has new weapon sets now. You can see none of these icons are what they used to, and one of my previous favorite class to play was the Necromancer, but he's not called the Necromancer anymore. He's now called the Reaper. Of course, he's Necromancer if you don't have the expansion. The expansion enables him to become the Reaper. And usually you see Necromancers running around with a sai like that. You can see, yeah. No problem, but since I'm a Reaper, I can now use a two-handed sword. That's that's awesome. Now I'm considering should I get a glowing sword of some sort to this guy, because yeah, why not? And he has his own specialization as well. The Reaper, I haven't unlocked anything on this guy. But you get new buffs and attacks you can use. And it works like that for all your classes. So, a lot of new things with the expansion, and a lot of not new things with the expansion as well. It's not so big as I expected. It's been out for maybe 14 days now, and there's nothing more to see. I'm done. What I really need now is only to grind. I need to grind experience so I can unlock these masteries, and the masteries are required for my adventure because he needs the last pet. The last pet is of course the juvenile electric wyvern, and to access that I need to have mastery 5 in gliding. This one. I don't have this yet, meaning I can't get my pet. So, yeah. What to do other than grind, and that's what I'm doing. So that's a short introduction to the new expansion to Guild Wars 2. Of course they changed a lot of things around the world with the bosses. Let's see which bosses up next. The Mega Destroyer, well, we're not going down there. It's just... well, let's see. If we can get into the volcano, sure, let's check him out. Other than that, no. Oh, further over, there we go. It's right there. Some of the bosses have been buffed, some has been changed in the way they work, but Shatter and Teak and Claw of Yormak, they're still the same. There's no change. Oh, there we go. There you can see. You can see what kind of buffs he's running right now. You can see he's running Stand Still. Nope. Well, you can't anymore. Well, there we go. This one and this one, he's running too well. The first one, I don't know what the eye does, but you can just click on him and see. Hardening, element swiftness to allies, strength and darkness. Pulls fury to the allies. Okay. So, yeah, nice. Mega Destroyer hasn't really been changed much, except he's more aggressive, meaning he's going to run out towards this area and try to kill more people. And that's basically it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. If you have any suggestions on what to show about Guild Wars, let me know. Write in the comment section below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.